All right, welcome everybody to this What is Beachbody Coaching webinar / video chat this evening. I'm super excited. I was out getting my kids a movie. It's spring break. They get a late movie night because my wife Gabby headed down to Salt Lake City today, going 2 days early for an annual Beachbody reward trip that we're going on. We're going on a cruise. Us and the kids are going to be going on that trip, flying out Friday. So Gabby's going down to spend 2 days with her family before we go. So the kids get a late movie night while Daddy gets to do this. So we might have kids coming in, but I always let them come in and wave at you guys because I've built this entire business and the things that we're going to talk about today with my kids and with my wife and my whole family involved. So with that being said, we're going to go right into this webinar. One thing I want you guys to know, if you're new to Zoom or you've never been on Zoom before, as we're sharing, I don't want this to just be like we just blow through all of the information. Yes, we're going to fly through it. But if you have a question as Bryn shares something or I share something, there is a chat box in a chat feature. If you click on the more, there's a button that says chat. Just put your question in there. I'll keep my eye on it the whole time so I can make sure that we answer any questions that you guys have. So my name is Scotty. I'll tell my story a little bit later, but I have been a coach for 8 years. In like 3 weeks, it'll be 8 years. And I brought into this business this guy named Brandon, doing these workouts, using these supplements, using the meal plans. And then all of a sudden, like I saw his wife start to share products and earn some income. And so I reached out to her and she's been starting to build her business and starting to crush it. So that is who I invited to come share with me today about Team Beachbody. So she's going to go through a lot of the basics of what is Team Beachbody, how did it come about, the products, all of that stuff. And then I'll take over and I'll share like, what does it mean to be a coach? What does it cost? Why should you be a coach? And all of those questions. So with that being said, Bryn, I'm going to introduce her and bring her on here. She is a wife. She's a mom of 2, and she is a clinical worker, so a licensed clinical social worker, and works on building this business part-time in between those other roles that you can see that she has right there. So with that being said, Bryn, I have you unmuted, and I'm going to let you take it over.
All right, can you guys hear me?
We can.
Awesome. I am so excited to have all of you here. I'm so passionate about Beachbody and everything that it has brought to our family. So I look forward to sharing all of this with you. I got started only a couple of months ago, as Scotty said, because my husband decided to make a change in his health and was kind of getting fitness bored doing things on his own. And he started Lift 4. And I was a couple of months postpartum for my second child and just feeling pretty terrible. I was run down. I had no energy. I just wasn't feeling good. And there's, a couple women on here. If you've had children or if the guys on here are married, you may have recalled your wives just not feeling good and thinking they didn't look good and all of that. So I was going through all of that. And I'm come from a background of fitness. I've been an instructor. I worked in yoga studios. Fitness has always been like my coping strategy. I geek out over it. But to be honest, until I did Beachbody nutrition, I don't think I knew squat about nutrition and what really was healthy portions and all of that. So I started the nutrition with my husband and then got hooked to it. For the first time, I was eating well. My health and my gut health was the healthiest it had ever been. And I was feeling phenomenal. The non-scale victory of just feeling so good and having energy for my kids was infectious. And so I was like, I have to share this with everybody I know. Everyone deserves to feel this passion, this just joy every day, and just understand it doesn't have to be difficult. That I didn't have to take a bunch of pills and I didn't have to weigh all my food, which drove me bananas. It was just simple and clean and easy. and worked. So that's what got me hooked and really into coaching. Was I really want to help people. And in my clinical license, I always talk with people about body image and how they're feeling and how they can eat better for their mental health. And I just always felt like I was sending them kind of with a note out the door, like, here, try these things, good luck with that. And coaching gives me the opportunity to be more hands-on and really in the trenches with people, and I absolutely love it. So that's my story. That's how I got started. And as I got started, I learned a lot more about Beachbody and the integrity of this business and how it got founded in 1998 as just a successful infomercial company, which blew my mind because I couldn't imagine what I know of it now being that. And then the CEO felt like he was hearing all these phenomenal stories, these people having these transformations, and that they were sharing their message with all the people around them, which was encouraging them to be a part of this lifestyle change. And so Team Beachbody was then founded in 2007, where people like you and me were joining the mission of ending that trend of obesity and supporting our neighbors and our friends and our parents and all of those around us in living a healthier lifestyle. And so now, you know, like I said, that just gives us the opportunity every day to share that with people. Next slide. You're doing great, Scotty. Thank you. So that brings me into like what makes Beachbody so special. Why, for me, as someone who's always been in this fitness industry, just gravitated towards it. Because I've never had anything that's all bundled in this fantastic package of fitness, nutrition, people around you who just want to see you succeed, and then being rewarded for your achievements, which to me was like never a thing, you know, in anything that I've ever done before. It was like, oh, good job, or oh, you kind of look great, but nothing like, here you go, here's your stamp, here's what you've got. And so the fitness and nutrition is bar none. I mean, it is impeccable. We have these really great super trainers who really do you justice and take the guesswork out of how you're going to work out, what do you need to be doing, and really support you with both that fitness and mental health piece within their workshops. And you have so many options. It's unbelievable. I can't tell you about fitness boredom and how that is no more for me, that I can do a program and then change and flip-flop. And now that I'm in maintenance mode, I can just kind of change up the things that I want to do from day to day. And I love that. And I love that it is affordable for people and it's not going to break the bank, that you get this incredible routine that you would pay so much money for individually with a personal trainer, and you have it at your hands at such a low cost was phenomenal. And that I could go on vacation. I could be in my living room in, well, this is my office / gym. I could go outside and have access to all of this. It was absolutely amazing. Next slide. And then, as I said, the nutritional part for me was huge. I always thought I knew proper nutrition. I was healthy, right? And then I was introduced to Autumn, and her portion fixed containers like totally transformed my life. Actually understanding how much I should be eating and of what I should be eating really transformed things. And Shakeology, I call it my little miracle. I have tried every supplement then known to man and been through a lot of things to try to get gut health under control. I've worked with a lot of women who have tried to get their nutrition at a baseline and have struggled with that. And this has really given them that, and I'm excited for them for that. We have 2B Mindset and Yana, who is absolutely amazing and has done some great things with how to transform your mindset, which is what I do in my psychology practice, with your relationship to food, and takes her nutritional background and really gives you these 4 easy steps on a plated model. So you know, on terms of that, you take a plate and you kind of eyeball your portions with your plate, and she gives you very easy instructions. She talks you through plateauing. She talks you through emotional eating, gives you some really great advice on how to eat for your body, how to track that, and how to be successful in losing weight without restriction and being crazy about that. And then Autumn again surprised me with our new ultimate portion fix, and she's giving us so much about cravings and addictions with food, and when to eat what, and why that's appropriate and why that's important for you. So I'm super excited about all of that is now on our plates. And you know, as far as Shakeology goes, I am just so impressed by the integrity of Beachbody as a whole, as a company, and in particular with Shakeology, and just the ingredients that are in there. I've tried so many protein shakes and meals and blah, blah, and this goes beyond that in terms of what antioxidant blends you're getting, in terms of those digestive enzymes, which I've repeated many times is so incredible to me. But it really gets you to that nutritional baseline and supports your overall health, and gets you in a really good place to live a healthier lifestyle and cut those cravings, get that nutrition that you need. I've actually been able to cut out all of my supplements and do just Shakeology, and the integrity they have and the audits that they do to provide you with a product that is top notch really speaks to why I love this company. And then of course, I don't know about you, but being motivated is super hard on my own. So having peer support is so huge. I'm constantly telling people how great it is to be surrounded by thousands of people who just want to see you succeed. That the peer support is really what makes or breaks this company. People that I barely know rally behind my back and tell me I can do this. On a low day, they're like, come on, you got this. I love supporting the women in my group and letting them know how great they're doing, how phenomenal they're doing. And when they're having a rough day, like, that's okay. Life happens. But the peer support is like the big piece to me that really makes Beachbody so unique, in the fact that no matter in your small groups, in your larger groups, as a coach community, we want you to succeed. We want your life to be your best life. We want your health to be your best health. And we believe in what we do. And so we have your back, and it's amazing. And then, like I said, free stuff is awesome. Getting rewards is super motivating. It's super fun. But it comes in so many different ways. So as Scotty mentioned, when I first joined in, I was getting some commissions, making some money off of that. The product discounts I get 25% off as a coach on different products. And I love that. As far as you grow a team as a coach, you also will receive bonuses for that team growth. And as Scotty also mentioned, he's going to be going on some trips for a lot of his accomplishments. We're excited for him for that. But it's amazing, these trips that people go on, the cruises they go on. I see all these pictures, and it's pretty awesome what they get to look forward to, and I'm looking forward to my next one. And the recognition part goes beyond just from a company-wide. We are really great about recognizing each other in our groups, across our larger networks, and within the company. When we have phone calls or when we get together in our leadership conferences, we are constantly recognizing people for their accomplishments and what they're doing and in their journey. But even in my individual group, we're constantly recognizing the women and each other for what we're thankful for, what we're proud of them for. So that's a big piece in those rewards. And learning and personal development, when I say personal development, I mean nurturing your growth as a human being through podcasts and books and, I guess if you go old school, CDs, but Audible has become my best friend. And the transformation that your mindset will make when you start infiltrating more positive and encouraging information, and the more self-belief that you have, that, like I said, that community around you provides you with all of this information to help you grow as a human being. And I never could have expected the growth that would happen for me personally, just by listening to some of the podcasts I have, or the trainings I have, or the books that I have, in terms of understanding your worth and your ability to succeed, and then how to support other people and understanding that about themselves. But personal development is a key in developing yourself as a human, and then and your business, secondly. And then Beachbody Challenge winners. That is a really cool concept to me, that when you join a challenge and you go through this transformation, the company wants to praise you for that and support you and provide you even with like free gifts and money for that. And depending, like we have a guy right now on our team who is in the top looking at winning for his overall transformation. We couldn't be prouder of him for that. But it's incredible that when you go through that transformation journey, as hard as that is, as emotional as that is, and then for people to just rally around you and tell you how awesome you are, and to be able to win some pretty significant prizes for that is incredible. And of course, our results. I can show you a ton of pictures. Here's just a few. But beyond just that physical piece, I've seen a lot of physical body changes. People are so proud of the weight loss as we're ending this trend of obesity, and people just feeling good in their bodies. But they will all tell me that, yes, my body has changed, and I love that vision in the mirror. But what I love most is the way that I feel. What I love most is that I'm happy. What I love most is that I have energy to keep up with my kids, or I have energy to get through my work day, that I'm not embarrassed to go out in public anymore, that the proven results go beyond just the image of what they look like, but how they feel on the inside and how they project themselves to the world around them. And it really is such a beautiful thing to be a part of and to watch. So it's still me, yeah. So people always ask me, what it took for me to join and to invest, because we are always money conscious. And if you're not, good for you, but I know I am. I'm a budget freak, and my family is too. And so how much I'm gonna pay really mattered to me. And then I learned that it's not so much important as how much I'm paying, but what I'm getting out of it. And you're getting an incredible fitness journey where you can only spend $160. I easily spent that in 2 months at the gym on a gym membership. So for $160, you get a year's access to every workout that we have out there on the market. You get a 30-day supply of the incredible Shakeology. You then get those portion control cups. And then, of course, the free coaching, which is amazing, that we come free to support you through your journey, and beyond that, beyond even the challenge, so that you can be successful with starting with $160 to start all that. Is incredible to me that you only have to spend that amount. When we look at, and I talk to people about $160, sometimes that feels like a big amount at first. And then we talk about what does it cost you to keep up with the supplements that you're on? What does it cost you to go to the doctor as frequently as you are? What is it costing you if you don't do this? And they're usually like, you're so right. And it was costing me, you know, thousands of dollars a year to go to the gym that I was going to. So I'm saving a ton.
Okay, awesome. Bryn, thank you for sharing all of that stuff. I'm going to just do a quick recap of the things that really stand out to me that I want to make sure that you guys know about. And thank you, Bryn, for sharing about Team Beachbody, what it is, what the products are, the support, some of the rewards and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about my story, but I'm also going to talk a lot of the way that I teach my coaches and teach my challengers is through stories. So you're going to hear a lot of stories as I'm going through the rest of these slides. I do want you guys to know that I texted someone that's on this call, Tate, and I'm like, Tate, you're on here. Do you want to share your story briefly? So I'll invite him in just a little bit. Hopefully his microphone works. We didn't test it. If it didn't work, then he's going to be doing the next presentation with me in a few weeks. So we'll give it a shot. But what I want to share with you guys, as I look at this slide right here, part of my story, I fell in love with the workouts. They transformed me by losing 38 pounds, but the inner transformation is what has been the most long-lasting. The way that my mindset changed, the way that my confidence grew, my self-esteem got better. I found a passion and a purpose in, a simple act like someone saying, Scotty, you've lost like 40 pounds. What are you doing? And I was like, I'm doing P90X and following this meal plan. You should try it. And they would try it. And they would ask me questions. And I'm not a professional or not certified in personal training or nutrition, but I would just say, hey, this is what I did. This is what worked for me. And I began to help people with their transformations. And I remember being so excited to open up my laptop or open up my phone and see someone say like, hey, dude, I notched another hole in my belt. Or they take a picture of the scale and they're like, I just broke past the 200 barrier. I haven't been under 200 pounds in 10 years. And I fell in love with that. It was just this feeling. It's really hard to explain, but I wasn't feeling that at my work. I never felt like I did at my work like I did from those messages. And as I was thinking about that today, as Bryn was sharing, I was thinking about some of I've been watching Tate's Instagram stories. He's a brand new coach, a month into doing this business. I've been watching his stories and seeing people check in and they lost 6 pounds, 8 pounds. I'm like, yes, Tate is feeling exactly what I was feeling. And so I get so excited about Team Beachbody and how it's transformed my life and how it can transform your lives. And I want you to know, kind of like similar to Bryn in some ways, like I fell in love with the workouts, but I was like, I am not going to buy that shake. Like there's no way I'm going to drink that shake because I can just make my own shake. I'm using this Walmart protein and I'll throw some spinach in it and I'll throw some, I can't even remember all the stuff I threw in it, but it was nasty by the time I made it. And my coach is like, you just got to try it. You got to try it. And it took me like 8 months of telling her I'm not going to try it, not going to try it, not going to try it. No, thank you. And it was one day when she's like, she caught me like on a social media post drinking a Rockstar energy drink. And she's like, how often do you drink those? And I was like, I get 2 for $3 every break. I work a 12-hour shift and I don't drink coffee. So I drink these energy drinks. She's like, you realize that 2 of those is basically the same cost as Shakeology. But Shakeology, you're getting 70 ingredients and it's dense nutrition that's going to give you natural energy and you're not going to crash. And those rock stars are horrible for you. So sometimes you need a little truth spoken into your life, like my coach spoke into mine back in 2000 and early 2011. So if you're feeling like that and you're like, I'm not sure about it, just know that I felt like that as well. So let me tell you a little bit about my story. This is my 1-year transformation photo right here. This is the difference 1 year can make. And I know this isn't a training about your health and fitness too much. It's kind of an educational about what Beachbody is, how it can fit into your life. But I want you guys to know that I weigh the same amount in both of those photos. Like I'm 2 pounds different in those photos. So as you're going on your health and fitness journey, guys, don't pay too much attention to the scale, because all of us change in different ways as you lose weight and gain muscle, all of that stuff. You know, like someone could be disappointed that they haven't lost any weight, but you can obviously tell that the confidence is a lot different, and I look a lot stronger. And that all happened 100% at home, following, at the time it was a DVD. I used the Beachbody On Demand streaming service, which I absolutely love now, and following a meal plan and drinking my Shakeology every single day. Shakeology isn't some magic shake. It's not just you're not gonna just drink it and lose weight and be healthy forever. It's just gonna simplify getting dense nutrition. So I have this on my desk here, so I just wanted to show you like how awesome it is. Like, this is my meal plan on what I'm following right now. Bryn mentioned the portion fix. Like, we have these portion containers, and it tells me like exactly what time, how long before my workout, exactly what food types and what portions to eat throughout the whole day. And like, I have results like I have today because I don't have to do that guesswork. Like, I just plug in my weight that I want to lose weight, and it gives me a meal plan, and I print it out and I follow it, and I do 30 minutes of workout every day. And that's how I got these results. So I know that if you follow one of these workout programs and follow the nutrition plan and drink your Shakeology, I know that you will be healthier, and you're going to feel awesome endorphins, which are going to make you happier and more fulfilled and more confident. And it's going to change your life no matter what. Like, I'm going to talk about the business aspect of coaching, whether it's you want to build a business and eventually to be up full-time, or you want to earn a little extra income on the side, like a part-time job, or if you just want to refer programs from time to time, or even if you just want the discount. Like, we're going to talk about that, but I know that if you become a part of our team and the 4 pillars that Bryn talked about, you follow the nutrition plan, you do the fitness programs, you engage in the social support that we'll give you as a team and as coaches, and get some of the rewards, that your life will be better. Whether you make any money or not, your life will improve. And that's why I love this whole business model. Now, obviously, I know that you can make income on the side doing this business. Bryn did it. I'm going to have Tate share in just a little bit what he's done in his first month. I see Yolanda on here. She, as a brand new coach, in her first month, she just went all out, treating it like a real business, a real job. She earned $750 in her first month as a coach after investing the $160 to get started. So I know that it's possible for them. For me, it was possible, and I know it's possible for you guys as well. And as I go in through these, just so you know who I am, a little bit about what I've accomplished, so maybe your ears will perk up a little bit, because that's what happened to me when I've learned about this business opportunity. I want you guys to know that Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income. Each coach's income is a reflection of their own diligence, effort, and skill. So I've been married for 13 years. I have 5 kids, 3 girls, which are 12, 10, and 8 as of yesterday. And then I have 2 boys that are 6 and 3. I've been a coach since April of 2011. We led top 10 team in the entire company. We're number 4, the number 4 team in 2013. We've been an elite team 5 times, 5 consecutive years. My rank, I know some of these things won't make too much sense, but I'm a 14-star diamond coach. I'm a Success Club all-star legend for 95 months. I don't know the exact number of what I'm going to tell you right here, but what that means is I've helped at least 5 people start their fitness program or as a business every single month for 95 months. I've helped at least 5 people do that. And I think there's only 3 coaches in the entire company that have done that more consecutive months than I have. So if you're like, I want a leader that is in this, that's committed and is going to be here consistently working and showing me how to build this business, you're at the right spot. I just want you guys to know that. That's one of what I feel like, why should someone pick Scotty to be their coach or to be their upline coach and mentor or team leader? It's because I follow through with what I say I'm going to do. And I am going to be with this company for the long haul. So we're in the top 0.01% of the company. I'm a former CAB member. That means Coach Advisory Board. What it means is Beachbody, the corporate team, the CEO, the co-founder, all of the corporate leadership of Beachbody, they choose 4 coaches every 2 years to represent the coaches for the entire Beachbody network to help make decisions for the company. So I served on that board as like an advisor to help make sure that what they were doing with new product launches, changes to compensation, to rewards, to all of that stuff aligned with the core purpose of this company of helping each other achieve healthier, more fulfilling lifestyles so that the company could continue to grow, that our customers were treated fairly, and that coaches were compensated properly for the work that they put in. So I've served on that board. Extremely difficult and challenging for me because I'm a small town guy from a town of 50,000 people. That being a coach is my first real leadership or management type of position that I put myself into. So it's really helped me grow as a person, being a part of this company, leading a team, coaching people, and serving on that board. I'm a 7-figure earner, which means we built our income 3 years ago to over $1 million a year with Beachbody. We have also helped mentor 3 coaches in our team, which means coaches that I have helped bring on, or they've helped bring on, also into what is called the Million Club, which means they've earned a cumulative $1 million in their Beachbody business. So we have 3 coaches on our team below me that have accomplished that goal. And I have a lifetime earnings of $5.3 million as a Beachbody coach. Now remember, and this is in case anybody takes this clip and puts it somewhere publicly, Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income. It's all dependent on your own effort, diligence, and skills. So you guys are here, like, is this business opportunity real? I hope just seeing some of those things that you can really understand that it is real. Yolanda on this call with us live made $750 in her first month. I'm going to have Tate share in just a minute. And then you saw some of the things that I've been able to do. This is my journey as a coach. Before I talk about these numbers, I want to tell you guys about how I began. I told you about my experience with Shakeology, but it's like this time of the year is really special to me because my 3rd daughter was born just 8 years ago yesterday. And I say this is an important time of my life because about 18 days after she was born 8 years ago, I became a Beachbody coach. I signed up after 8 months of telling my coach, Lindsay Matway, that I was not going to do this. I'll continue to tell people about P90X. I'll tell them about Insanity, but I'm not going to sign up to be a coach. Like, I spent 8 months telling her that. And then 8 years ago, plus 18 days, I signed up as a coach. And the reason is this little girl right here, they're much bigger now. This little girl right here with the blonde hair holding my left hand was born. And it was 3 weeks after she was born. And I remember specifically getting to work about 10 minutes before 5 o'clock a.m. And at that time, I worked every day from 5 to 5. I ran a service department and I wrote service manuals. And I would get there at 5, just before 5, and I would get off at 5. And my wife would go to work at 3 p.m. and work till 11:30 p.m. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I was a little lost and confused about where my life was at. We'd been married for a little over 5 years, and I'm like, why do my wife and I work separate shifts? Like, I envisioned this life growing up where I would have a great job, I would love what I did, I would make a great income, my wife would be home, reading to the kids, taking them to school, going to their activities, making dinner, and I would come home from work and we'd all sit down as a family, and it wasn't happening. And I believe that a family should be able to do that. And so this day came 18 days after Ellie was born, 8 years ago, and I remember I had this habit of picking up the mail from the mailbox, and that day there happened to be the anesthesiologist bill, the hospital bill for being at the hospital, the doctor bill, there was the ear doctor bill, there was my Blue Cross insurance statement telling me everything that we owed. And I remember sitting in my cubicle just before 5 a.m., and I felt this heavy weight on my shoulders. Like, I felt like I was 5 times heavier than I was. And I felt like my cubicle just started to spin around me. I was like holding on to my chair arms. I just felt like this heavy weight and that I had no control. I don't know if you guys have ever felt like that. And if you had, I want you to really think about what things in your life make you feel like that. But that day, I realized, that's the day that I signed up as a coach, but I realized that my fear of not knowing how to provide for and take care of my family became greater than my fear that I would fail as a Beachbody coach. Because for 8 months, I was like, I would do it, but I don't have enough time. I work a 12-hour shift. I raise my girls alone at night while my wife's at work. I'm shy. I'm a college dropout. I'm a former alcoholic, cocaine addict. Like, I can't be successful like her. Like, I work this 12-hour shift and every Saturday because I deserve to live like this because of the way that I treated myself in my early 20s. So I can't do that. I'm not worth it. But that day, that fear of not knowing how to provide for my family in the future became greater than my fear of failing. And I kind of asked myself a different question. Instead of asking myself, can I do this? I asked myself, am I willing to do what it takes? And in that moment I was, because I had my options to pay for those bills was I got to go back to school and get a better job, or I need to work a complete second job at night. And we got to figure out how to put the kids in daycare. And all of those things didn't make sense with how I wanted my kids to be raised. I wanted them to be raised by us. I wanted them to be raised at least by one of us and not by somebody else. And so I became a coach and I was willing to do what it took. And so this is my income progression as a coach. I treated this like a second job because that was my other option. Get another job or go back to school. So I treated it like I was going to school. I was willing to learn, but also I was going to earn income at the same time. At 9 months as a coach, I remember calling my coach guys and I said, Lindsay, I need to make $10,000 as a coach. That's my goal. Because if I can make $10,000, my wife makes like $12,000 working for the hotel at night. We spend about $2,000 on the babysitter. If I can do that, at least she can come home from work. I'll work 12-hour days, 5 to 5, get home. We can have dinner together, spend time together as a family. And that's cool. I just need to make $10,000. And she's like, Scotty, I can't promise you $10,000, but I promise your income will be a direct reflection of the number of lives that you change. So any of the income that you guys see today is because we focus. Yes, I set goals for income. Yes, I help my coaches learn how to build income, but we focus on transforming and changing lives because that's the only way this business will build and the only way this business will last. So at 9 months as a coach, I was earning $752 a week. This is my weekly income. At 12 months, I was earning $1,631 a week, which was more than I made at my full-time job. I'll just go through this bottom line. At 24 months as a coach, I was earning on average $7,220 a week. At 36 months or 3 years as a coach, I was earning $15,580 a week as a coach, building this business on the side. So is the business opportunity real? Absolutely real. Absolutely 100% real. These are my actual numbers of what I've earned as a coach. But there's a moment, I've done this now. I left my job 7 years ago. So this is my full-time job. You guys can't see it in this picture because we have 5 kids now. I can tell you guys, my wife, Gabby, and I wouldn't have our 2 sons had it not been for Beachbody. And for me to think about that, it's crazy because we wouldn't have been able to afford it with the lifestyle that we had. So these 2 young men that came into our lives came because we built this business and had the income and the opportunity to provide for and nurture and take care of 5 kids. So I'm extremely grateful, break up about that a little bit, for Beachbody, because Carl Deichler had a successful business. It's $1 billion company. He was doing very well with infomercials, but he gave us the opportunity to share these products, coach people, and earn an income. So I'm grateful for that. That's why I'm here with you guys on a Wednesday evening. But there was a moment 8 months into my journey where it was getting a little bit difficult, okay? I'm working 12-hour days. I'm building a business on the side. My wife's still working. And I remember that I call this my school bus story because I had the man cold. If you women know what it's like when your man gets sick with a cold, he literally dies. Well, that was me. And I was home from work for 3 days, sleeping. I literally didn't get out of bed. And she's like, on the 3rd day, she's like, Scotty, you should get up, shower, and get dressed and go walk and pick Kina up. Kina's the one on the far right here. Pick her up from the school bus and you'll start to feel better. So I did that, and I was walking down my cul-de-sac here, and I was halfway down the cul-de-sac, and the school bus pulls up. And I remember the sound of that stop sign. You guys know what it's like. The stop sign flings out, the squeak of the brakes, and the door flinging open. And I remember this little girl right here. She was about 6 years old at the time. I remember these two little hands grabbed the little rails to get off the school bus. And she looked up and she saw her dad standing there. And like, I was walking to the bus and it stopped me in my tracks. And I just remember tears, like just immediately, like waterworks, just started streaming down my cheeks, and I just froze. And she looked up at me and she had this smile that I had never seen, or at least I had never recognized before. And it was because her daddy was picking her up from the school bus. And in that moment, I asked myself some questions like, how many of these moments have you missed? Working 12-hour days, and when you get home, you're so exhausted and worn out from that type of work in a steel factory that you might be missing these opportunities even though you're with them in the evenings. And how many more will you continue to miss with not just her, but the other kids if you don't change the way your life is and that you don't continue to help people with this business opportunity? And it was that day that I was like, okay, I'm not just going to bring my wife home from work. I'm not going to work 12-hour days for the rest of my life. I'm going to build this business. I love helping people transform with their health and fitness. Like, I love seeing people do this. And I want that to be my full-time job. And that was the day that I made the decision that I am going to, for the rest of my life, help people transform their life with these workouts and these meal plans, and help them learn how to share their results and build income. Like, I shared some pretty huge numbers here, but I think you guys can agree. If I can teach people to earn, let's just say the average person, to earn $250 a week and be in the best shape of their life, and they're making $1,000 extra a month, their life will change. They'll have less stress. They'll be able to pay off their debts faster. They won't have to use credit cards. They can go on vacations with their family. They can do things that they're not able to do. And so it's my mission to create the most sustainable and reliable source of income from home by teaching our coaches how to have great transformations that last and to be able to share those with other people. So I'm going to teach you guys exactly how the compensation plan works and how Beachbody pays you and whatnot. But we're going to see if Tate, I'm going to unmute you. Let's see if we can hear you, Tate. Can you say something?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Okay, we can hear Tate. Tate's going to share with us just like 3 to 5 minutes. He's been a coach for 1 month, so he's brand new like you guys are going to be. What's been your experience? Like, what has Beachbody done for you so far? What do you feel about it?
Yeah, so my story is not quite as cool as Scotty's there. I'm almost an enrolled coach. But it's been really cool and really fun. I started doing Beachbody about 6 to 8 months ago. My wife actually had been doing it on and off for about 2 years, and I thought it was just something that like only girls did, honestly, because I went to the gym and tried to lift heavy and all that kind of stuff. And I got to where like my joints and stuff were really hurting when I would wake up in the morning, like my neck was hurting, and I was like, I've got to try something different. And I'm an exercise science major in college, so fitness and all that is in my background. But I was like, I've got to try something different. So she pointed me to Beachbody, and I found the Body Beast workout. Figured I'd give it a try, and just immediately fell in love with it. Loved the results, and I knew that from the moment I started doing that I wanted to try to coach this and just see where it went. And luckily, I came upon Scotty's name, found him on Instagram, sent him a message, and he called me like the very next day and had an awesome conversation and got me going. And can't thank him enough for all the help that he's given me over the past month. Seriously, it's been kind of a game changer for us. But man, he told me to just kind of put my head down and give it my very best. And I've tried to watch videos and learn. I still feel like I have no clue what I'm doing, but I'm just going full head of steam. And it's been a lot of fun. I think I was able to sign up like maybe 17 people so far in my first month. So yeah, it's been an awesome experience, and I've really enjoyed it.
Awesome. Thank you, Tate. So yeah, I'm gonna on Thursdays we get paid as coaches. So tomorrow I'm gonna share on Instagram. I'll probably show a rip picture of him and what Body Beast has done for him, or take one of his awesome Instagram pictures and share what he's been able to earn and some of the success stories he's been able to help in his first month of coaching. And one thing I want you guys to know, and I'll go through this, is as a coach, like, we're here to help you be like, this business won't build if you just sign people up. You have to help develop and mentor people. So Tate will tell you, like, he's always, I'm like, Tate, just put your head down and work, do the things I'm teaching you. Just do the work and learn as you go. And if you have questions, text me and I will point you in the right direction. I was like, you just run and I'll point you in the right way and make sure that you build the business in the way that is going to align with your goals. So let's just go through this. We got about 15 minutes. Why should you partner with Beachbody as a coach? Entrepreneur Magazine named us as the 69th fastest growing company in America. Sometimes I'll hear people say, like, is that a pyramid scheme? And guys, first and foremost, pyramid schemes are illegal. So no, it's not a pyramid scheme. We're A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, been around since the mid 90s. And so we're a company that's built to last, and hundreds of thousands of success stories. So we are a debt-free $1 billion company, which is absolutely awesome. We're the #1 fitness infomercial company in America. We have Beachbody spends approximately $125 million annually on advertising, creating brand recognition. So one thing that I love as a coach is I'm presenting the coach opportunity, or helping somebody gain interest in joining one of my challenge groups where I can help them transform with a meal plan in these workouts. Is I just have to mention, hey, have you ever, and they're like, what exactly do you do? I'm like, have you ever heard of P90X or Insanity? They're like, oh yeah, I've heard of that. So like, we have an incredible brand recognition. So it's not like you have to try to like really explain what these products are. People, for the most part, know what they are. Beachbody creates up to 75,000 new customers a week through their marketing platforms. And those customers are given into what is called a lead program, which is one of the perks and rewards of being a coach. When you hit ranks or you help a certain number of people each month, you get free customers. So like, I have 4 free customers in the past 2 weeks that have bought either Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology, or Beachbody On Demand and the performance line that Beachbody just gave me because I'm doing my job as a coach. So awesome company to partner with. People know who we are. We're the world's best home fitness program. Team Beachbody gives you paying customers, I just mentioned that, and the commissions on their future orders. They also give you personalized websites to sell all your products through. There's an incredible tool called a Share a Cart, where, let's say Bryn is my brand new customer prospect I meet on Instagram, and we talk, and she's like, I want to do Shakeology and Beachbody On Demand. I get her email, her name, I plug it into this Share a Cart, I put in her order, and it sends an email to her, and it's like in a shopping cart for her. She orders it, and Beachbody pays me the commission. She's listed as my customer. So you have all of those personalized websites and tools right at your disposal when you become a coach. You also don't have to order and stock product in your garage and try to sell it, get it off your hands. We actually recommend you don't buy any products that you're not personally using yourself. All you do is send a link. Beachbody ships it. Beachbody pays you the commission, and then you help the person. We're available in English, Spanish, and French. The Coach Opportunity, I love saying that we're only open in the US, Canada, and the United Kingdom. And we are announcing the next country we're going to be opening up into this July at our annual summit event in Indianapolis. So that is absolutely awesome, because there's a whole world of opportunity outside of what we already have here in the US, Canada, and the UK. So how do Beachbody coaches earn an income? This is my favorite topic because of the way it's transformed our lives. The way to earn money, there's 4 ways. I'll go through it real briefly. The first way is retail commission on products that you sell. So Brandon went through the products. There's all of the DVDs. There's Shakeology. There's Performance Line, which would be a plant-based pre-workout, post-workout with BCAAs. There's a hydrate. There's a drink you can drink during your workout. There's a recover shake. There's a nighttime slow release casein. There's high protein, low sugar bars, snack bars. Any of those products, when you refer those to a customer of yours and they buy it, you get a 25% commission. On the subscription services like Beachbody On Demand, which is a year subscription, well, they can do quarter membership, 6-month membership, or year membership. You get a $40 commission on that $99 year access. So that's the first way to earn income. Any of your customers, you get a 25% commission. The second way to earn income is the team bonus cycles. This might not make too much sense, but if you want to know about it deeper, just ask us and I'll send you videos with like images and everything so you understand it really well. The second way is to earn income off of what your team does. There's ranks as coaches. The first one is Emerald. So Tate was talking about how he's about to be an Emerald coach. That means you sign up 2 coaches yourself. So that's the first rank. You get $14 a bonus cycle as an Emerald, $16 as a Ruby, $18 as a Diamond coach. And basically what that means is as you build a team of coaches, so building a team of coaches means you sign on a coach to your team. When you start to build that team of coaches, every time there's basically 300 worth of sales on your team, you make, depending on your rank, $14, $16, or $18. So that's, if you see our income slide from right here, how do we make that amount in a week? It's because we're building a team that is building up, that are building businesses. They're selling product, they're helping customers, and they're building their teams. So that's the second way to earn income, is by team bonus cycles. So to give you an idea, it says $300 worth of like team sales. As you build a team, think of it as building 2 sales teams. You have a left side and a right side. Every time there's 100 worth of sales on one side, 200 on the other side, you get the $14. So for example, let's say Tate builds his team and his team is selling 1,000 on one side and 2,000 on the other side in a week. He would get, that's 100 to 200. He would get 10 bonus cycles at $14 a bonus cycle. He would make $140 for his team that week. So that's the second way to earn income. The third way is a 10% match bonus on your Emeralds and above. So to give you guys a brief example, 2 examples of that. Let's say Tate's almost to Emerald. Let's say he goes to Emerald next week. He has 1 bonus cycle that week because his team's brand new, starting to build it. He earns $14 for his team bonus cycle. Okay, I would make a 10% match on that because I am the person that brought him into the business. So I would make $1.40 on his $14 team bonus cycle. Now, it might be like, okay, that's not very much, but as you build a team of coaches and you have coaches that are, let's say you have a bunch of coaches that are making $250 a week, you would make the $25 for every week off of each of them as a 10% match. To give you an idea, I mentioned earlier that we have $3 million earners on our team. One of them, for example, her business is making right now $12,000 a week in team bonus cycles. So I'm her sponsor coach. So every week I make a $1,200 10% match bonus on her $12,000 a week team bonus. Does that make sense? So that's what a 10% match is. That's the third way to make income as a coach. The fourth is like a profit sharing. Now, I didn't get this at any of my other jobs. What Beachbody does is for every quarter, they take the net revenue, the net profits of the company, and they split it into 4 parts, 0.5%, 0.5%, 0.5%, and 0.5%, which equals 2%. They take it and they give all the 2-star diamonds and above, they split the 0.5% and give it to all the 2 stars and above. Then they take all the 5-star diamonds above, split the next 0.5%. Then they take all the 10-star diamonds above, split the next 0.5%. Then they take the 15-star diamonds and above, and they split they split the next 0.5% between all the 15-star diamonds and above. To give you guys an approximate of that, these are just averages of what I've seen for the past 8 years. A 2-star diamond profit sharing quarterly bonus is usually between $800 and $1,200 a quarter. How many of you guys get that every quarter at your current jobs? I didn't. But that's what you get starting approximately at 2-star diamond. 5-star diamond has ranged between $3,500 and $5,000 a quarter. 10-star diamond has been anywhere between $8,000 and $12,000 a quarter. And the 15-star diamond profit sharing pool has been, I've seen it anywhere between $45,000 for the quarter for 3 months, and 78,000, depending on how many current 15-star diamonds there are at that quarter payout. So that's the 4 ways to earn income as a coach. And I'm going to fly through these because I don't want to keep you guys too much longer than the hour. So how much money can you earn? I shared, this is the 2016 audited coach earnings statements. High earnings of a coach, just a coach rank, 18,890. High earnings of Emerald, 83,000. High earnings of as a Ruby, 131,000. Highest earning Diamond coach was 294,000. This is a year. The highest earning Star Diamond and above coach was $3.5 million in a year. The average earning, this is the number I like to see because it's the average. The average coach, $449 in a year. Average Emerald, $3,065. The average Ruby coach, $10,000. The average Diamond, $14,000. The average Star Diamond was $109,225 for the year. And those are the audited Beachbody statement for income. What is my business investment? So Bryn talked about your health and fitness investment. To sign up as a coach to start your business is a $40 one-time coach sign-up fee. Then you pay $15.95 a month. I can't go into this because of the time, but before I became a coach, like the 2 years prior to coaching, like I was trying to come up with a business plan to buy a franchise or start some sort of brick and mortar business. And nowhere did I ever find a business that I could start for $40 and only have an overhead cost of $15.95 a month. So I absolutely love that. If you're military in the US, you actually have your sign-up fee waived and your monthly coaching fee waived. So if you're in the military or you have friends that are in the military as you build your team, that's an important thing to know. If you order a challenge pack, which is what Bryn talked about with the $160 to get Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology, or Beachbody On Demand in the performance line, if you order a challenge pack during your coach sign-up process, it waives the $40 fee. So it's literally the same cost to start your business with Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology as it is just to start as a customer. But you'd have the opportunity then to have a 25% discount on all future orders of your products and the ability to share products and do everything that we talked about on building a business and how to earn income. So here's another cool thing. If you've ever ordered a challenge pack in the past, you can pay $40, sign up as a coach, fill out a form, and they'll, with your order number of your original challenge pack order, and they'll reimburse you your $40 coach sign up. So that's pretty cool. Now, a lot of questions I get is like, okay, I want to be a coach, but what kind of training will I get? What kind of support will I have? So that's what I'm going to talk about right here. We are Dynasty Strong. That's our team name. We actually have a complete team training website with scripts to help you know how to begin talking to people. We don't want you to just use scripts on people because I hate that. But it gives you an idea of how to start conversations. We have social media training, how to run ads, how to build your Instagram to 10,000 followers, how to use Instagram stories, how to do. We have these slides that you're watching right now that you can download to run your own coach sneak peek or a coach opportunity call. We have every tool that we've ever used to build our business in that team training website that you have access to. We have step-by-step processes and tools. We have, as a company, sorry, I'm losing my voice, a weekly national wake-up call where Beachbody takes like a six-figure earner, someone that's built a very successful business. They tell their story every single Monday, and they give you tips on how to build your business. And that's outside of our team. There's also a page called the Beachbody Champions where the corporate Beachbody training team brings on successful coaches, and they're always doing live videos and trainings to teach you how to build your business. So even if you didn't have Bryn or myself or whoever invited you to this call to teach you how to build this business, the Team Beachbody, the corporate team is there teaching as well. So you have all of the support and resources that you need to build this business. We do webinars like this, a coach opportunity meeting. We do product launches with trainers. So I can't give all the details, but we have a new program coming out later this year. I'm in the pilot test group doing that program right now. It's called Morning Meltdown 100. I'm following the meal plan. I'm doing these workouts. It's really cool, and it's been super fun. Like, for example, I'll have the opportunity to get her to come onto a webinar, do a live video with our team, and teach you guys about the program when we have permission to do that. So we do product launches with celebrity trainers in the future. So, and that's somewhere where you can come and bring your friends, prospects, customers, and all of that to come listen and learn. So we provide all of that for you guys. We do leadership training. I'm going to show you guys this real quick. Oh, it's stuck on my wall. Okay, like our team sent me this cool thing of transformations. All of these people were leaders on our team at a certain rank of diamond that we took on a leadership retreat to the Dominican Republic. And we took them, we did team building activities, we did trainings, we did spouse panels, we did how to build, like we just trained for 3 days straight, did workouts on the beach, and just had fun. And so we do leadership training, corporate does leadership retreats and trainings. There's recognition and accountability, all kinds of training and resources. Last week I had my corporate mentor come on and train for 30 minutes and give tips on how to build a successful business. So you have all the training and resources that you will ever need. We do a team training meeting, this team, every week. If you can't be on live, we do them on Wednesdays. If you can't come on live, I record them and you can watch it on your own time when you're working on your business or when you're commuting to work or when you're sitting on your lunch break. You don't have to be on live. You can listen to it whenever, but we train every single week. So we have lots of fun, recognition, and accountability as well. So the next thing, I'm really losing my voice. Okay, how do I get started? So you have a couple options. It's you can become a coach. You can be a coach or you can become a customer. By the way, that's my beautiful wife, Gabby, right here. I accredit much of our success and the success of this team to her because in the beginning, when I was doubting myself and can I do this, I said, when I signed up, I came home and told her. I signed up and then told her. I was like, hey, I signed up. And she's like, okay, you need to make the money back that you invested because we need to pay for these hospital bills. But I remember saying, do you believe I can do this? And she said, I don't know. Or I was like, do you believe this will work? And she said, I don't know about this. I don't know anything about Beachbody, like how that works, but I believe in you. And I just needed my coach and I needed her to believe it was possible for me. So if you're on our team today, like sometime give Gabby a shout out, send her a message and say thank you for letting Scotty do his thing and for believing in him. So anyhow, I got off right there. You can choose to become a coach or a customer. Remember, the price is basically the same. If you become a coach, it's a $40 one-time sign-up fee and then $15.95 a month. The $40 fee is waived if you get a challenge pack during your sign-up or if you've ordered one in the past. Then you get a 25% discount on your Shakeology, your Performance Line, any products that you use. You earn money for referring. Remember, you get a 25% discount, and then you have the ability to build a team and participate in the 4 ways to earn income. If you become a customer, right now, if you're like, I just want to be a customer for a few months, get some experience under my belt with these products, and then become a coach, that's cool too. It's the same cost for the challenge pack. There's just no future savings. You pay full retail. And then you don't have the ability to share the products yet. So that's how you can get started, either as a coach or a customer. So how do I get started as a coach? The next step, I'm a step-by-step person. So what do I do next? If you're like ready to become a coach, let your coach know you're ready to start. What they will do is they'll share a cart, which I mentioned to you. They'll talk with you about what's going to be the best product and thing for you to use. They'll send you a share cart or a direct link for your coach sign up. Once you use that link to sign up, you're officially a coach and you can begin enjoying your 25% discount, working on your transformation or continuing your transformation and building your business. And you have access to our trainings, our training website. You can ask your coach that brings you on and signs you up. You can ask me as your upline coach. We're here. We have a team page where we train and share ideas and ask questions. And you immediately have access to that to start building your business right away. So we talked about the 2 ways, so I'm not going to go through this again. You can pay the $40 and continue using your product, or you can buy a new challenge pack, waive the coach sign-up fee, and get started. Or if you've already bought that challenge pack before, you can pay the $40 and then submit the form. Just ask us where the form is. We'll send it to you. Submit the form and get your $40 reimbursed. And so I just want to go through these prices real quick, whether in the US, to Canada, or the UK. Beachbody On Demand is US, $99 US, 99 Canadian dollars, 99 British pounds. Shakeology retail price is $128. US dollars. The coach discount, remember 25% discount is $97.46. 155 Canadian dollars, coach discount 116 Canadian, so forth. You guys can see the slides. The coach monthly fee is $15.95 US, $17.95 Canadian, $15.95 British pounds. And then the Beachbody On Demand All Access Challenge Pack that we've been talking about, which is year access plus your Shakeology, is 160 US dollars, 186 Canadian, and 160 British pounds. So I'm going to move on to these last slides. I'm going to check the chat and make sure that we don't have any questions in there. I haven't been looking at it yet. I'm just checking. Okay, no questions yet. So if you have a question, I know we're 5 minutes over the hour, so I'm going to end this out. But if there's a question, I will answer it if you're on here live. And if you think of a question later, just send it to your coach, send it to me, and we'll figure it out. One thing I want you guys to know, when I started as a coach, like I remember just sharing with people, I'll be like, hey, like you've told me you want to lose 30 pounds. Like it works. I've lost 38 pounds in 90 days. And you guys can see my wife's at work at night, and I'm going to help you lose those 38 pounds, because helping you lose those 30 pounds or those 40 pounds means that I can I'll earn money by helping you, yes. But that means that my wife won't have to work at night anymore. And I'm so committed to helping you transform, because I'm done living my life like this. So I'm committed. So I remember doing that, and they'd be like, okay, but like I'm interested, but how does it work? Like, how do I earn money? How does this work? And I remember just telling people like, hey, I'm not sure. I don't know, but let me go ask my coach. I'll ask the team, and I'll get back with you later. And so I built my entire team just like sharing my passion, sharing what I loved, and not knowing what I was doing in the beginning, knowing that I could lean on the team, that I could ask questions. So if you ask your coach a question, and they might be like, hey, I'm not sure, but let me make sure I get you the answer. I'll ask my coach, I'll ask the team, and get back with you. And I say that so that you know that you don't have to know everything to get started. You have a team to lean on, you have the support, you have the training, and you have us to help you on this journey. So the questions I want you to ask yourself right now is, what can becoming a coach do for me? Whether it's with the weight loss, your confidence, changing your mindset, being surrounded with more positive people, paying off your student loan, paying off your credit cards. Think about people around you. Who could I help? Not just who can I help lose weight, who around me is struggling financially that also needs to lose weight, that I could help lose weight and teach them how to build a business so that they don't have to struggle anymore financially. One of my most successful coaches was like, I have a great job. I earn 6 figures and we're in a small town. I don't need to be a coach. And I remember asking her a question on the phone. Yeah, but out of your friends, do all of your friends live a life like you do financially? Or do you have friends that live paycheck to paycheck? Do you have friends that send their kids to daycare? Do you have friends that want to go on vacation but haven't been on a vacation for 10 years? And she's like, yes. And I was like, why don't you take your skills and abilities that you've developed by creating a successful career in sales, because it was in sales with the Thrifty Nickel. And I was like, why don't you take those skills and abilities and teach other people how to build a business and lose weight at the same time? And she's like, light bulb. I get what you do now. I don't need to earn money as a coach, but if I can help other people lose weight and earn money, then I'm in. So think about the people around you. Who can you help? And then this is my favorite one. What goals and dreams do you have? There's things that you want to do. There's vacations you've wanted to go on. There's things you've wanted to do with your kids that you have not done yet, because you've put them, you've put those dreams in the attic. You've put them in, locked them in a box and said, those aren't for me. And I want you to take them out, write them down, and think about them, and then realize that this is something you can do on the side instead of watching hours of Netflix, watching hours of Chicago Fire and Grey's Anatomy and This Is Us. And you can help people, and you can earn extra income, and you can go do those things, those goals and dreams that you have. Like, we're going on a trip that's paid for by Beachbody. My wife earned it and I earned it. And our kids are going with us on a cruise, and it's our 8th trip like that. And those are things that we couldn't do as a family before, because I work 12-hour days and every Saturday. So I know there's things in your life that you want to do, or you want to take your wife to Tahiti, right? Or you want to take her to Hawaii. And I believe that you deserve to do that. And we're going to teach you how to do it if you're willing to work and willing to put in the work and help people transform their life. So write those things down, whether you're ready right now or not. I don't care, because it took me 8 months to get ready. So we're not going to say like, sign up today and try to close you. I just want you to start thinking about those things and see how Beachbody can fit into your life, and ask questions and follow your coach and see what they're doing, and ask me questions. And when the time's right for you, we will be here to help you. So guys, remember, you don't have to do this full time like me. I did it as a part-time gig instead of getting a second job. You can be a coach just to get the discount on your products. You can do it to refer products here and there. You can do it like that trip we're going on. We didn't talk about it, but it's earned for 2 people, a cruise for 2 people for 5 nights. And all I had to do to earn that trip was help 3 people sell 3 challenge packs a month for 12 months. And it's a free trip for 2. So I want you to think about that. And that's something you can do. Next year, we're going to the Dominican Republic. So like, do you want to take your spouse to the Dominican Republic, or your girlfriend, or one of your children? And if so, like, why not help 3 people a month, build a business, and feel rewarded by doing it? So I need a drink before I close this out, so I don't like choke on you for you guys. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. I don't see any questions on here. So this is recorded. If it's not for you, maybe you know someone in your life that's looking for something like this. Share it with them. If you have questions, ask the coach that invited you here. Ask me, and we'll help get you set up and started and on your journey. We'll see you guys later.